Oh yes, the reshuffle. How could I forget? Look, I don't know the details of any reshuffle. I've been concentrating on the job that I'm doing at hand, and I think that's really important. You know, the Labour Party, the challenge to us is to show that we're a government in waiting, and I think that's what the public expect of us. So, you know, I'm focused on not just exposing what the government is doing wrong. I think what people often say to me, and if you don't look at my social media, it's a mixed bag most of the time. But one thing that I do, you know, respect that the public do say is, well, what would Labour do? You know, you're criticising the government all the time. What would you do? So I think part of what we've got to do now is not only show that the Labour Party has changed, but also set out what our programme for government is. And that's what I was doing today. So I'm not sure the details of the reshuffle, but I do know that what we have to do is show that we are a government in waiting and that we have to be the next government, because we can't carry on like this.
Thank you.
And on the reshuffle, we know that one is imminent and it's reportedly happening now. So do you think now is the right time for one or not? Thank you.
And in terms of the reshuffle timing, you know, I don't know the details of the reshuffle or the timing of it. I've been here concentrating on my own now, but 6 months ago, I said again, we need some consistency in how we're approaching things as opposition, and I want us to see us as a government in waiting. I want us to do that job, because if we're not doing that job, then we're letting down the people of this country at a time when they need us the most. So I'm focused on making sure that every part of our Labour movement is focused on getting us into power and making sure that that happens. So I don't know what the details of what the timing is, because I've been focused on this. So apologies for that.
And then on the reshuffle, I know you're not necessarily aware of what's going on or the timings, but you've made a big deal today about this being Labour setting out its stall. What does it kind of say if the party's, you know, moving pieces around on a chess piece whilst you're here making this big, important speech?
Thank you. And next.
And just to take it back to the reshuffle again, as kind of indicated here, we've been told that it's actually happening now. So are you frustrated that Keir hasn't discussed this with you beforehand?
Okay, and in terms of the reshuffle, I think I've said what I've said on the reshuffle. I think it's what we're trying to do in the Labour Party is set ourselves up to be a government in waiting, and that's what the public need to see of us. So I think that's where I'm focused. And